Hello families, my name is Nicole Hisa and I'm the Director of Curriculum and Assessments. I'm thrilled to take you on a tour of our student experience today. Let's get started. So you are looking at our learning management system and this is our dashboard. When your student logs into the learning management system, they will see their course cards and they get a course card for every one of their courses that's on their schedule. So you might see something like this: 6th grade science, maybe music, 7th grade math, whatever it may be, they will have one course card per subject area. You can see this is a really nice visual representation for the students so they know exactly where to click. And your student can customize some of the graphics here and move things around to make sure it works with their brain. Now there are a couple other things I want to show you here as well. Your student will also see a to-do list. This is very helpful to keep them on track with things that are coming up due or maybe some things that are even behind. As well as you get a calendar here alerting you to upcoming events and activities and work as well. Now this to-do list is a great pulse and snapshot, but in a moment I'm going to show you how your student will be able to look at all of their content and all of their work in a much more comprehensive fashion. So this is our dashboard. Now once your child clicks on one of those course cards, he or she will be taken to their home page. And the home page is a very important stop on their journey. It's going to give them everything they need to really be set up for success for the day. As you can see here in this middle school example, it's going to have some information about the teacher, things like contact information, which is really important, maybe even advisor information. This particular page is customized by each teacher, so it will vary based on your grade level and the personality of the teacher. But for the most part, teachers are going to have the necessary components here. So you're going to see things like daily expectations for class. There's going to be class time in terms of how many live sessions they need to come to, for example, as well as on your own. All of our courses require some offline time. It may be things like independent reading or workbook pages or something like that, but that's listed right here. This one says 30 to 45 minutes per day expected of offline time, for example. Then you're going to get some very important information here that's typically for the week. We really like that it has this week view for the student so they know exactly what's coming the entire week. So we list the live sessions so they know exactly the date and time of those. And then the recordings would also be posted here as well. So if your child cannot make a live session, that's okay. They're always invited to come back and watch the recording. In addition to live sessions, you might see things like learn and practice and on your own assignments. These are just some ways that we like to label our activities so the students have a better understanding of what they're doing and how they can achieve mastery. So a teacher here would go ahead and link the different activities and modules that will help a child learn or that will help a child practice, as well as things that will be done on their own. This is, again, often an offline experience here. So you can see that the home page gives quite a bit of guidance for a child every day and every week. As I mentioned before, we've got something called modules here. I'm going to actually change screens here. When you click on modules, your child will be taken to his or her course. This is where the actual content is being housed. I am actually in as a student right now. That's why you're seeing this pink bar down here, because I want to show you exactly what it will look like. You can actually see that I've got something bolded here and then a lot of things grayed out for middle school. That's because a student is required to follow a sequence here that the teacher determines. So what I'm going to do is, if I was Dawn of Civilization here for my 6th grade social studies class, I'm going to click on that. And you're going to see I'm just really being taken to kind of a landing page, which gives me an idea of what I will be learning in the Dawn of Civilization and what my unit objectives are. So again, it's very clear to the student up front what those objectives. I can then hit next, And now I'm getting my individual lesson, which is called Thinking Like a Historian. And you can see I continue to click. Now you're going to get these activities called workbooks. They're really not necessarily a traditional workbook. This is really the learning. This is the lesson. And we kind of call it a workbook because there's opportunities for interaction and even being able to answer some questions in here so a teacher knows formatively how their students are doing. So you can see as I scroll through, I have things that I can expand when I'm ready. We want to make sure that things are not too overwhelming for the students. So that's why we like the expanding and contracting of these sections. We have key concepts and ideas. And again, I can expand things further as I'm ready to read those. Fun facts. See, I've got a conclusion here. And then down here, I'm even going to have the opportunity to answer some questions as well. I'm going to go back to modules really quickly. And I'm no longer in as the student anymore, just so I could expand this for you and show you what it looks like. But as you can see, we will have discussions embedded, checkpoints. Again, those are formative checks for the teachers. As I scroll through, you'll see some projects. I'll click on that project for you. Get a project at a glance. I get the objective. And I get some more information there. I'm going to click back on modules. And you're going to see even at the very end of this unit, I have an exam as well. So that ties everything together very neatly. So if I'm a middle school student, you can see the tools that I have available to me. Kind of starts with that dashboard view with my course cards. Once I click on a course card, I'm going to be taken to this home page, again, where there's so much information to help guide the student and ensure he or she is successful. And then ultimately, I'm going to get to my actual course and I can start interacting and learning. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any further information or questions, please reach out to us anytime. Have a wonderful day.